Today on Soccer Sphere, we'll be discussing some exciting news. Tonight, Manchester United will visit Nottingham Forest's home ground, and there is only one question on fans' minds. Can the Red Devils maintain their momentum, or will Forest spoil the party? Forest is plagued by a goal crisis, while United remains fragile in away games. Amidst this tension, a war of nerves has broken out right in the press conference rooms. Is Lisandro Martinez's comeback real, or just false hope? What was Sean Dyche's clever answer that silenced the United manager regarding the 4-4-2 tactic? And what factor led Pep Guardiola to famously praise the opposing coach as the dentist? For more information, watch the video. We also have equally exciting football news, so stay tuned until the end to find out. Welcome to Soccer Sphere. Don't forget to subscribe and activate the bell to get the latest updates. Dyche counters tactical criticism, acknowledges goal crisis and physical issues. Soccer Sphere. Nottingham Forest manager Sean Dyche appeared before the media ahead of the eagerly anticipated Premier League match against Manchester United. Dyche discussed his team's development, responded to tactical criticism, and provided updates on player injuries, which remains the main problem for his squad. Smart response to the tactical war of nerves. Dyche intelligently responded to the statement from the United manager, Amram, who had alluded to the 4-4-2 tactical criticism he previously made. Dyche emphasized that he holds maximum respect for all managers. He clarified that media criticism is often edited and presented as clickbait, while he is actually someone who always demands that managers be given enough time to implement their philosophy. Dyche even praised the tactical adaptation made by the United manager. Unexpected praise from Pep. Dyche also revealed that he received the highest compliment from Pep Guardiola, who once described playing against his team like going to the dentist, a description that signifies how difficult Dyche's team is to beat. Striking crisis and physical pressure. Forest's main problem currently is the inability to score goals. Dyche admitted his team is suffering a 448-minute goal drought in the Premier League. This situation is worsened by injuries to key players in the front line. Key injured players. Chris Wood is confirmed absent, which is very detrimental to the team's attack. Nuno Tavares and other players are also still in recovery. Physical demands. Dyche admitted his team appeared physically flat in the last match. He is now focused on raising the minimum physical and mental standards of his players through intensive training sessions. He demands his team regain the intensity shown in their win against Porto. Opportunity for young players. Dyche sees the absence of several key players as an opportunity for others to prove themselves. He specifically mentioned Taiwo Awoniyi and Anthony Elanga as players who now have greater responsibility to break the goal deadlock. Dyche asserted that the team's goal now is to change the poor statistics from their last 16 matches and revive the fighting mentality at the City ground. Between Lisandro's comeback, a year's reflection, and a stunning rebuttal to Dyche's criticism, the atmosphere at Carrington heated up ahead of the match against Nottingham Forest this weekend. In the pre-match press conference, the club manager, referred to as Ruben, provided crucial updates on player conditions, an emotional reflection on his tenure, and delivered a clever rebuttal to the tactical criticism previously leveled by opposing manager Sean Dyche. Hope and caution for Lisandro Martinez. The news most anticipated by supporters is the return of the tough defender, Lisandro Martinez. The manager confirmed that the Butcher has started training with the first team. However, he stressed that Martinez will not be rushed back into play. He's not going to this one. It's going to take time, said the manager. Nevertheless, his impact is already being felt at the training center. The the manager praised Martinez's energy and quality. "He gives us that edge in every training session." Meanwhile, Harry Maguire's condition awaits further evaluation. Reflecting on a year of a tough journey, the press conference also coincided with the one-year anniversary of the manager's appointment. Honestly, he described the period as a big journey that was truly tough and full of ups and downs. The most important thing he learned, he said, was the ability to persevere through difficulties. "I found out that even in my lower moment, I can stick with the things that I believe. It is one of the biggest honors of my life to be here, and I want to continue here for many years." Clever response to Sean Dyche's tactical criticism. The most interesting moment was when the manager addressed Sean Dyche's statement months ago, claiming the team would be more successful playing in a 4-4-2 formation. The manager responded coolly, but sharply. "First of all, maybe it's true if you play in the 4-4-2, we want more games," he said. However, he then explained that his playing philosophy would take time to implement, which would ultimately lead to better results in the future. He concluded with a subtle but sharp jab, distinguishing between the jobs of a manager and a pundit. He considers Dyche a smart manager, but also understands that as a commentator, one must say very strong things to attract attention. "It's a completely different job. I understand that," he concluded, ending the tactical debate. Focus on improving away performance. Ahead of the match against Forest at the City ground, the manager acknowledged a significant difference between the team's performance away and at home. He demanded improvement in controlling pressure, especially in the tough environment where every tackle is a big moment for the opponent fans. Besides the challenge of playing away, he is also preparing for the loss of key players like Ahmad and Brian, who will leave for the Africa Cup of Nations, AFCON, next month. However, he sees this as an opportunity for other players in the squad to prove themselves and maintain the team's momentum.